Alright, Thunderbolts issue 152, which adds up to 152. This is Jeff Portman's run, and this is a story I mentioned in my Little Stuart Playing of videos, where Superman joins the team. We've got a cover here by Gregory Landsman. It's a team shot. Nice to get a complete team shot as a cover every now and again. Luke Cage, he's up front. He's the leader in this run. We'll talk about that later. Swamp Thing, Moonstomp, Juggernaut, Song Girl, Casper, Mark, real name Abe, and Fister. Interestingly, they didn't have Superman on the cover, even though this issue is about him. And I didn't really have time to get into the cover or Gregory Landsman, so let's just say that I basically like it and move on. Recap page telling us what we need to know about the team. Weirdly, Crossbone from Captain America, The Winter Soldier 2, he's still listed as a member, even though he got kicked off the team 2 issues ago. But what's happening is Superman is being drafted onto the team. He claims that he is one of the good versions of Superman from the multiverse. But even the Thunderbolts, they doubt that. They just want his raw power to help out. Here he is, and he's pretending to be like a hero, like a big noble hero with platitudes and stuff. While he's obviously evil. He's the evil Superman from the X-Cells comics. And the Thunderbolts, they have to stop these big monsters from attacking Japan. So it's a very fun and simple idea to thread this other story about evil Superman around. The art is by Kenneth Walken, by the way. That is Christopher Walken's little brother. He is a comic book artist. And here we're just showing off Superman's powers, really. He's beating up a bunch of these kaiju, and he's doing it easily, and he's being all cocky and whatnot. And in a minute, he gets a bit of pushback when one of them breathes fire on him. The rest of the Thunderbolts spring into action to help him. They're written very fun. Jeff Portman, he wrote the book really well. After Fabio Nicieza, he is my favourite Thunderbolts writer. I didn't really like Luke Cage as leading the team though. It feels like it's been done before with when Hawkeye was leading the team. And this is also the rubbish Michael Brian Benson version of Luke Cage as. It was just a stereotype. And Jeff Portman writes the character well at least, but Luke Cage is also in Benson's Avengers books, so Jeff Portman often didn't have any real control over the character. He would just disappear for like any crossover events when Benson was busy writing them. We've got 2 separate funny bits here though, with Casper and Moonstomp. So now we have got all the team fighting against the monsters. Moonstomp, Mark, real name Abe, and Luke Cage's. Here we have got a loose page, and Song Girl and Juggernaut combining their powers to attack this monster. Then this one, Moonstomp gets beat by it, and one of these creatures is probably meant to be like Godzilla. Then suddenly Mark, real name Abe, and Luke Cage's, they can't fly away from the one they're fighting because there's a really strong wind blowing them towards it, and they get ate up. Then we see Superman, he was using his magic wind breaths to blow them into the monster's mouth. What a twist. So Juggernaut, he fights this one, while Song Girl gets to save Moonstomp from drowning. And then she gets knocked out from behind by evil Superman. And then Swamp Thing, who isn't really a member of the team, he's more like their mode of transport. He has no real say in it. Superman gets annoyed at him and attacks him. To be continued. This probably wasn't the best comic to review because it's a thoroughly good and enjoyable comic with a solid story and script and top art. Maybe I should have spoke more about the cover. I like the cover as well. I like Gregory Landsman. I rate it 7 thumbs up. Easy.